Now I'm going to be showing you a F.A.B, or basically it's a version of the Blob. Now you either hate these flies or you love them, but if you're into fly or competition angling, you'd be crazy not to have these in your box, especially for the rainbows. Both on small still waters and the large ones, and this is the F.A.B being one of the most used. It's used in lots of ways, and I could get really into it, but I get asked basically a lot to tie these flies, for all they are, just Fritz, but you've really got to have some really good colours. Now, best colours, some of the best Fritz I've used, and the ones I have, you get different types. Now, you get the boosted version, which is this one here, and this is the heavier Fritz. This one's by McIlroy. You get the unboosted version, which is basically doesn't have this fine fibre through it. I mean, both Fritzes work extremely well. The colour range that Bill does is amazing, but sometimes you need to tie them quite sparse, and the unboosted version, which I'm tying at the moment, works extremely well. So I'm going to show you how to tie that one, which is just a mix of two of the colours. There's many colour combinations, but the two here is a fluorescent orange and sunburst. These two here, and you could use the sunburst and pink, and a good one, or the pink and so on. The pink and fluorescent orange, hot orange, all these sort of colour combinations work, and you can have them separate, but I'm mixing them, so I'll show you how to mix it. The foam I'm going to be using at the back is a Wapsi foam. It's an HD foam, high dense foam. Now these are I've used the cutters for this. This is basically the smaller one, the 3mm. As I say, this is a lighter version. You can use a lighter hook if you want, but I'm using the competition heavyweight, the full mill version. Thread I'm going to be using is the uni thread 801 fire orange. Now we just simply, first thing I like to do is take the thread down and basically stop in line with the point of the hook. It's going to be a short version. Then what I do is cut the foam in half. So I start off, just line the points of the scissors up, down the centre. You want a nice sharp pair of scissors, and then split the foam. And then what I like to do, I don't like the foam to go by the bend or by the end of the hook. So there, and then on the side you hold it nice and tight, tighten up. Make sure the foam is sitting where you want. That's fine. And then trim away the waste, and then basically pinch it tight to the hook, and I usually like to go up two or three times. Just make sure it's not going to move. Now I'm going to use the sunburst, as I say, and the pink in this one. Now first thing I'm going to do is I like to melt the end of the Fritz, both of them, so that it doesn't unravel, and obviously not the end that I'm going to tie it on, that's the opposite end. The best way to tie it in is to just bare the Fritz away, get the inner core, just catch it on, wind it up against the foam, and then come back up. Nice and tight. There we are. Now you can wind them both together, or you can wind them one up and then wind the other one through. It's up to yourself. With these, this is the unboosted version. Both are. I like to just wind them both together. Just nice and tight. Wind them up right to the eye. It's very simple to tie. And then come in a good 5 or 6 turns. Now I prefer to use like a Stanley blade just to cut this away, save my scissors, and then draw anything going forward that I draw it back, and then just build up a nice head with the thread. And there we are, basic F.A.B using the unboosted Fritz. Now I'll tie another one where you mix the heavier with the other. and as I say, then you only have to do a couple of coats of varnish. Now I'll mix the boosted and the unboosted version Fritz just to show you what it looks like. Now this is, there are many colour combinations out there. I'm going to use the fluorescent orange, this one, which is the boosted version, the heavy version, and I'm going to use the, what do you call, the hot pink, this one, which is the unboosted version, so it's much lighter. So really easy. As I say, I'm going to use the same foam, the foam here, same thread, use the firearms thread and 8/0. Again, I'm just going to put the thread turns along the shank until I reach the point of the hook. Stop it there. Then I'm going to split the foam with the scissors right down the middle. Just follow the points of the scissors. It's a nice straight cut. And then we can come in, like as I say, I don't like it going by the bend of the hook here, so I'm going to catch it on. Good few turns to make sure it's not going to move. You trim away the waste, and then make sure this is tied in, nice and tight. Just work your way down and up and down until you're happy. And then first Fritz I'm going to put on is the hot pink in the unboosted version. Again, I'm just going to take off some of the Fritz to sort of show the core. The fluorescent orange, again I'm going to do the same, and then tie this on. Just take your time. Always nice and tight turns. Obviously have the Fritz towards the back. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly run up with this with basically no more than 3 turns and leave some room at the head. 5-6 turns at the front. Use a Stanley blade to cut it away. You always get a neater cut if you do that. Then I'm going to do a straight turn at the back with the pink, the hot pink, and then work my way up. And this is, as I say, the unboosted version, and then do a turn at the front to finish it off. Nice and tight. Just bring the thread up through. Again, a good 5-6 turns in there. Trim away using the Stanley blade. Draw it back. Anything going forward of the eye, just draw it back. And then form a small head. Keep the thread tight, don't let the thread go. Come in and finish. And there you go, and that's easy to lie on. I mean, you tie these up really quick. And then a couple of coats of varnish, and you're finished. Now you don't need to have the foam at the back, you have a standard blob. Now, as I say, these are the main 2 Fritzes are sort of, you're looking for the unboosted version, as well as this is the boosted version and the unboosted version, so that you can blend them. It's much easier to blend them that way. But the sunburst in pink, the normal one, is really good. Again, it's up to you. There's that many colour combinations out there you can use. So, but there anyway, there's 2 F.A.Bs. I get asked a lot, could I tie them? So there you are. I hope you enjoyed that.